Chief Medical Officer at Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica. The reason I'm called Dr. Jeff is because I have a doctorate degree in psychology. I also have a master's degree in public health. That's why I monitor all of our licensing with the government of Costa Rica, our medical license with the Ministry of Health. And Arrhythmia is a place to come and overcome a variety of different issues that you might be facing. Your body is very good at diagnosing where you are at emotionally. There's an emotional relationship between how you're feeling physically and what's going on emotionally. If you have a lot of stress in your life, you often have headaches, you often have insomnia, you are maybe having gut issues, maybe you have Crohn's disease flare-ups. If you have a lot of depression, you might develop precancerous cells, you might have certain health conditions that are being amplified by your emotional state. So if that's the case, if there's a psychosomatic connection between how you're feeling and what you're physically doing, which there is because all of science believes this, then how do you use your physical symptoms to help diagnose your emotions? And then once you figure this out, how do you heal it? Well, there's a lot of different ways. Rythmia is good at bringing those emotions to the surface through our program. We have a week-long program that talks about how to help you connect with yourself, how to help you become your own doctor, your own therapist, become your own specialist, become your own person that can guide your own life, because you're the only person that really knows how to do that. Other people, so-called experts and specialists and all those kind of people that are out there in the world, coaches and all that kind of stuff, they're good at two things, in my opinion, which I'm one of them. I'm one of these people. What we are good at doing is pointing in the right direction for you to possibly go, and then providing support for you as you have your own process. We are not meant, specialists and experts and helpers and doctors and therapists and counselors and da-da-da-da. They can't do the work for you. They just can't do the work for you. Some will try, and the people that try to do the work for you, run from those people, because that interaction is nothing about you. It's about them. And if they're trying to do the work for you, that is not helpful to you. You have to do the work yourself. So how do you do it? Because you're probably overwhelmed. You're probably busy. You might be scared to do the work. You might think, I don't have years and years. No, I'm with you. I used to run a lot of different healthcare facilities that had people come in as inpatients and then do therapy. And I had a private practice in LA working for years with people. And it takes a long time in the traditional Western model. It does. Working on trauma takes a long time. It takes meds, it takes group therapy, it takes individual therapy, it takes all kinds of stuff. And it takes years for most people. Why wouldn't you want to just like get that handled right away? Why wouldn't you want to just like fix whatever's going on for you as quickly as possible? Life is a journey, right? And a problem or a condition that you want to overcome, it shouldn't happen in the blink of an eye. But what should happen in the blink of an eye is your own healing. Your own healing should happen in the blink of an eye. You deserve to be healed. You deserve to be whole. You deserve to feel grounded, happy, and connected. You deserve those things. So once you heal what's holding you back, then that's the journey after that. Putting into practice new tools that you've learned on how to deal with life. New ways to not take on everybody's emotion and hold it for them while they run off skipping into the sunset, while you're left with the burden of everybody else's baggage on you. And then you become a martyr. And then that becomes your identity. And then you don't know who you are if you're not helping people. This program is for you. Rythmia is very, very, very simple. We want you to see who you've become through all of your lifetime of avoidance and survival tactics. We want you to see who you've become as a result of all these things you've been dealing with. Then we want you to merge back with who you truly are. We want you to stop being dissociated. We want you to merge back with your soul. And then after that, we want you to heal all of the trauma and all of the pain that you haven't resolved probably since you were about 5 years old. We want you to feel that emotion come up and deal with it and release it. And some of you might think, well, that's the last thing I want to do. Like, I've been able to batten down the hatches my whole life. I got everything on lock. I don't want to go there. I don't need to. Okay, well, that's fine. That's a choice. You don't have to. But are you living your fullest, happiest life? Are you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I think if you have underneath the surface, if you're boiling and bubbling with a lot of unresolved pain and trauma, I would bet you're probably not living your fullest, happiest, most successful life. Because what happens is if you got unresolved emotion right below the surface, during times of stress or during times of unawareness of self, those emotions creep into your life. And that's why you probably have a hard time trusting people. That's why you're very skeptical of everybody. That's why you tend to isolate instead of being around people. That's why you say, I hate people. I'm sick of people. If you're one of those people that says that, this program is for you. Because as humans, we are not wired to hate people. Hating is a learned behavior. It's a defense mechanism. It's an avoidance tactic. Hate is not something that it's used in moments for, I guess, I don't know what, like safety or understanding or awareness or I don't know, but it's not a space to remain in because it leads to a lot of difficult health problems and a lot of difficult emotions. So if you're bubbling below the surface with all this unresolved stuff, I'm letting you know that I've dealt with 15,000 people here at Rythmia that had the same thing, and they worked through it, and they built confidence, and they became independent, and they became sovereign, which I love that word. They're sovereign individuals. They're free. And that's because they're not being controlled by unresolved past emotional baggage. They've let it go. And that's the best thing to do. Also learning that problems and challenges are growth opportunities. That's what Rythmia is about. We show you this. So Rythmia is one big place that points you in the right direction and provides the support you need to do this work and go deep. So if that resonates with you in any sort of way, give us a call, come down here and get the ball rolling with a 1-week program. Thanks for listening. See you guys next week.